Hi, I'm Rachel Jordan. I work for the Church of England and I'm their National Mission and Evangelism Advisor. I live in London, so I've come up north and I'm in Dundee.
I'm Steve Aisthorpe. I'm Mission Development Worker for the Church of Scotland, and I'm here at the conference because of research I've undertaken amongst Christians who are not involved with church, and the book we just released called The Invisible Church.
So the conference is called Going for Growth. Is that possible in today's church?
Yes. If I didn't think it was possible, definitely wouldn't be doing my job. So the answer is yes. And actually, if you think worldwide, you can see the growth of the church. And often we get discouraged because we hear bad news stories, but actually it's some really good news stories. We've been looking at Talking Jesus, which is some research that I did with Hope EA and the Church of England, and we discovered actually that the missing generations are not the younger generations. When you look at active practicing Christians, there's a real, if you like, a burgeoning group that's coming through under the age of 35 who are very active. More people under the age of 35 now are practicing Christian than those over the age of 35. Stats like that give me real hope.
There is numerical growth, and as Rachel said, worldwide the church is growing, and throughout the UK there are growing churches. But there's also growth within the church, the growth in terms of the transformation of people, the growth in terms of the impact of church communities in their wider communities. And we see all of those happening. I guess what we've discovered through the Invisible Church research is that not only is the church growing in places, but the church is much bigger than we originally realized as well. So if we think of the church as the Christian community rather than an institution, an organization, it's larger than we've given credit for in recent decades anyway.
So how can you get that evidence out there? Because this is very counterintuitive to the story that's being presented to most people.
Yeah, so we've done that through, we've obviously got a website, I've done lots of talking about Jesus, all over the place, different, and actually, especially, it's gone down through different church denomination streams, because we did the research as a group together from across different denominations. So that's been brilliant. So I've just met loads of different people who've come at it at different points. And really the good news is that we need to pray for 5 of our friends, and we need to see one of those friends or family members come to faith. And if we all did that, the picture would be really different. And the stats of Talking Jesus help us to realise that 1 in 5 of our friends and family are actually open to knowing more or experiencing Jesus for themselves, which is an incredible statistic. So yeah, we need to recognise we might need to talk to 4 people who aren't interested to find the one who is. But if we were all praying for 5 and we all reached 1, the whole thing would be so different.
But is that in the context of fresh expressions of church, or can this fit into the traditional models of church as well?
Yeah, that's just anyone. So that's anyone who's a Christian, anyone who's a practicing, active follower of Jesus Christ. If we pray for 5 of our friends and family, most of the people that we bring to faith are our friends. Especially once you've got out of them, if you like, once you've grown up, a lot of adults come to faith because of their friends, and actually a lot of sort of teenage age people come to faith because of their friends. And so friendship becomes really key. Family is really key when people are small, to help them come to faith, when they're children, but then friendship becomes the key factor. So it's anyone who's a follower of Jesus can help anyone who isn't, if they're their friend.
And Steve, how does that resonate with you?
Yeah, I mean, good news spreads. And in a sense, that's the story of the Christian faith, isn't it, for the last 2,000 years, that Christians have some really good news, the ultimate good news to share. And the bits of research we're talking about here at this conference are good news for the church, and that spreads as well. And we see in recent weeks over social media and in various publications and through the media generally, there's an interest in this, because it, like you say, it contrasts with the picture which is often portrayed by some quarters of the media anyway, that the church is in decline. The church as institution exhibits signs of decline. The church as the community of Christian believers, those who are following Jesus Christ, does not exhibit that decline.
So Rachel, speaking to people here, they seem genuinely encouraged by what they're hearing. How can the church spread that more widely?
I guess everyone here goes home and they share that good news. Things like Christians are liked. You might not think that's a headline, but we come out as friendly, caring and good-humoured. Very often we're told we're not that. But when you realise that you're friendly, that people think Christians are friendly, caring, good-humoured, the ones that they know, that really helps people have confidence. So they need to tell people back. People who leave here need to go back and tell all their friends that are Christian about this research, about the Invisible Church research, and just spread that really helpful, confidence giving news, really. And it's all online. Ours is on www.talkingjesus.org.
And it's the Invisible Church research is on resourcingmission.org.uk.